Hello everyone, welcome to Salesforce Network, Salesforce Administrator Flow Scenarios. So in this series we are going to see next scenario, that is creating account and contact when lead status is updated to approved. So suppose on the lead status we have a value approved. So if that particular lead status is updated to approved, then we are going to create account and contact for this particular lead. So this is we are going to do with flows and by using the record triggered flow. So our flow name would be record trigger flow 1. So this is the first example we are going to take by using record triggered flow, and the name would be create account and contact on lead approval. So whenever the lead is getting approved, in that case we are going to create a account and contact. So let's do this. So let's log into our Salesforce account by using the credentials, username and password. Hit the login button. So before creating the flow, let's have a look on lead object. So from the app launcher, just I am searching for a lead. So leads, open link in new tab. So here we are seeing the lead. So if I am clicking on new, so here all the fields are available. So lead information, lead owner, name, first name, last name, company. This last name and company is mandatory field for creating the lead. So here lead source, industry and lead status. So for now we are seeing the lead status as open not contacted, working contacted, closed not converted and closed converted. So either we can enhance this lead status, so by putting our value like approved and disapproved, or we can create a separate lead status field. So both the ways are possible. So for now I am going to add these two values in this lead status. So to add the values, just we need to click on setup, edit object. So here we are seeing the lead details. Click on fields and relationship. So here we are finding like lead status. So here lead status, it is of type pick list and API is status. So let's click on this lead status. And here I am going to add two values, approved and disapproved. So in the lead status pick list values, we need to click on new. So here we have to provide the label approved and API name as well. I am going to provide approved. Click save and new, as we have to provide the next value. So disapproved. The same I am providing for API name. Click save. So lead status is updated by both the values approved and disapproved. Also I am going to change the order. So reorder this. So here open not contacted, working contacted. Then I need to put the approved, then disapproved, then closed not converted and closed converted. So now it is going to appear like open not contacted, working contacted, disapproved, approved, closed not converted, closed converted. Also we can make the value available like alphabetically. So I am going with this order only. So click save. So again coming back to our lead object, and if I am clicking on new, also we need to refresh to reflect the values. So if I am clicking on lead status now, so we are able to see the values: open not contacted, working contacted, disapproved, approved, closed not converted, and closed converted. So if any automation is written over here, that is updating the lead status as approved. So on behalf of this one, on behalf of approval, we are going to create for this lead account and contact. So let's see how to create account and contact by the record triggered flow. So in order to create a flow, we need to click on setup, choose setup. So in the quick find box, we need to search for flows. So under process automation, we are seeing the flows. Open link in new tab. So here we are seeing the flows setup and all flows are visible here. So to create a new flow, we need to click on new flow. So flow builder is opening. Here it is prompting us to choose new flow, either start from scratch or use a template. I am going with start from scratch. Then select type. So screen flow, record triggered flow, schedule triggered flow. So for now I am going with a record triggered flow. So choose this and click create. So from here we have to first select the object. So on which object we are writing this flow trigger. So on lead object. So first we need to search for lead and select the object lead. So object is lead, and when we want to create that particular account and contact, so when the lead status is getting updated by approved. So whenever the record is getting updated, in that situation only I am going to create account and contact. So next one is set entry condition. So is there entry condition? So what is our like condition? Whenever the lead status is getting updated by approved. So in that condition we have to select all conditions are met. So here I am going with status. So if status is equals to approved, so if the status is equals to approved, then and then only I am going to create account and contact. So when to run the flow for updated records, every time a record is updated and meets the condition requirement. So I am going with this radio button itself. Second option, it is saying that only when a record is updated to meet the condition requirement. So whenever the record is meeting the condition, then and then only it is going to create the account and contact. So for now I am going with every time a record is updated and it is meeting the condition. Next there is a optimize the flow for, so for which we have to go fast field updates or actions and related records. Fast field update is going to perform when the flow runs before the record is saved to the database. So before the record is getting saved in the database, this fast field update is going to perform. And in the condition of actions and related records, so this flow will run after the record is saved to the database. So after getting updated the lead status, then we are going to create account and contact. So we have to choose actions and related records. So here we need to click on save. So here we have to provide the name of the flow. So record triggered flow 1, create account and contact on lead approval. So whenever lead status is approved, then we are going to create account and contact. And this we are doing with a record trigger flow, and this is our first use case. Save this. So here we are getting an error. So you can't activate this flow until you solve an error. So the flow can't run because nothing is connected to the start element. So yes, there is nothing in the start element. So now we are going to add the element. So when the lead status is getting updated with approved, then we are going to create an account. So let's create the record. So data, create record. So here I am providing the label create account. How to set a record field values? So I am going with manually. Create a record of this object. So for account, and here we have to set the field values for the account. So account name would be lead company name. So what we are providing in the lead company name, that we are going to put in the account name. So lead, so record company name, so this value. So it's done. Also we can go with more fields. For now I am going with only one value. So then after creating the account, then we are going to create a contact. So for creating the contact, again we are going to create records under data. So click on create records. So here I am providing the label name create contact. How to set record fields value? So manually select an object and configure the record values manually. Create a record of this object. Which one? Contact. Select contact. So set field values for contact. So last name would be records. Last name I am going to provide. A record last name. So this one. So for now I am going with last name only. So click save. So now we are not getting any error or warning. Also let's create a test record for debugging. So just coming back to our lead, then I am clicking on new. Here I am providing the name test record triggered flow 1. and company I am providing network, and lead status is open not contacted. So click save. So this lead is created. So if I am going with details, so name is test, record triggered flow 1, company is network, and lead status is open not contacted. So again coming back to our flow, so here we need to refresh this. So let's debug our flow. So click on debug. Here I need to provide the lead. So test record triggered flow 1, and here I am going to change the lead status to approved. So in that situation, let's see what is happening. Click run. So it is saying that a debug run record triggered flow 1, this flow name and date time it's completed, and debug details how the interview is started. So the trigger as the lead record was updated. So when we are updating the lead record, then the lead this record, and this is the date and time, start condition requirements. So the triggering record met the condition requirement, entry condition, so status approved. Then it is creating the account. So account is created, and also the contact is created as well, and it is a rollback because the flow run in rollback mode. Any changes to add, delete or modify record we are rollback. So let's activate this flow. So your flow was activated. So again coming back to our record here, let's refresh this. So for now we are seeing this lead record with lead status open not contacted, and for this lead there is no account is created. So let's click on all accounts. So for this there is no account, and also for this there is no contact. So if I am updating this lead status as approved, so in that situation let's see the account and contact is getting created or not. So save this. So it is meeting the criteria. Then let's see account is created or not. So click on account, also all accounts. So here we are seeing by the company name it is created. So if I am clicking on details, so network, this is the company name what we had provided in the lead, and it is created now only. Also let's see contact is created for this or not. So if I am clicking on all contacts, so here we are able to see one contact is created. So here we are seeing a contact is created by the name test record triggered flow 1, what we had provided in the last name of lead. Also we are seeing that this is not related to account. Why it is not related to account? Because while creating the contact we had not passed account ID. So if there is a situation like we have to link the account and contact, so in the flows, so again coming back to our flow here, in the create contact, let's edit this, and here we have to add the field, so account ID. So here we have to pass the account ID. So here account ID from create account. So let's save this with a new version. So let's save. So here version 2 is updated, v2. So let's debug again. So here I am going with the test record trigger flow 1. So it is already approved. So let's update with working contacted. So click run. So here it is not triggered. Why? The condition is not meeting. So let's debug again. So here I am going with the same record and updating the lead status as approved. Click run. So it's completed. So let's activate again. So it's activated. So now I am going to create one more lead. So click on new. Here I am providing the lead name, test record triggered flow 2, and company name I am providing Salesforce. And here I am going with lead status as open not contacted. Click save. So for now there is no account and contact is created for this lead. So let's cross verify also. So here we are not able to see any account is created for this lead. Also we can check with contacts as well. So let's click on all contacts. So we are not seeing by the name test record trigger flow 2 there is any contact. So again coming back to our lead, so this one. So now if I am updating the lead status as approved, so let's click on approved and click save. So as this is meeting the criteria, so let's check the account is created or not. So here by the name Salesforce, account is created. So by the name Salesforce, as we had provided the Salesforce in the company name, so a lead is created. And also if I am clicking on related, so one contact is also created with this account. So if I am clicking on this contact, so with the details we are able to see that as we had provided the lead last name is test record triggered flow 2, so it is coming over here, and account name is Salesforce, what we had provided in the leads company name. So we had seen whenever the lead status is updated to approved, then in that situation account and contact record is getting created, and also they are related with each other. So it's done. Thanks. Thanks for watching.